Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, wire harnesses out of both cars here. Sorry, there's a lot of traffic right now. To put this harness in this car and see if we can get it cranked up. Probably ain't gonna crank today, probably gonna be tomorrow, but gotta get started anyway. Hey guys, how's it going? So, it's the next day here, doing the injectors right now. Got all the old injectors out. I gotta clean out the intake a little bit better. I sprayed it down with brake clean, but they still look pretty nasty in there. Some of them look alright. But right now I'm doing an injector rebuild. Because see, all these caps and O-rings were bad and stuck and tore. So I bought these little kits right here. These are the ones that I've already done. Let's see here. Comes with just 2 O-rings, a little seal. And that's what it looks like after you put it together. Alright, I've got all the injectors in, all plugged in. I gotta hook up that ground real quick to one of the lower intake bolts. I can't figure this plug out for some reason. I've got the engine coolant temp sensor here, but I don't understand where this one's going. I've got a plug underneath the car down here, but it's got 4 going into it. I don't really know, but the intake's all clean. I just gotta re-wipe it off. I just got done cleaning the upper intake. Let's get over here. Oh, it's a beautiful day out today. So we got the upper intake cleaned off. So yeah, I think I'm about to put that on, torque it down, which just by feel, I don't have a torque wrench for that, which I never torque my upper intake. I got a squirrel throwing acorns at me. It's looking like I missed this power steering pump too. It doesn't feel like it's doing anything, and it don't have any fluid in it, which is not a good sign. But looks like I've got everything plugged in going this way. I've got kind of a rat's nest down here, which they already had going, you know, with going to the starter solenoid. I'm gonna try to clean that up a little bit. Alright, gotta update. I think I'm done for the day. Maybe, I don't know, I might come back and do it here in a minute. But as of right now, I've got the wire harness completely installed. I got the new injectors in. I'm getting power to the injectors, power to the coil. For some reason, the computer's not sending out the ground to turn the fuel pump relay on. So I think I'm gonna run a brand new wire straight from the computer to the fuel pump relay to fix that issue. And then also the fuel pump's not working at all, because I did jump the relay off and got it clicking with a separate ground, and no fuel pump still. So then I went to the back of the car, found the fuel pump wires, and just jumped straight power to the fuel pump. Nothing. So I do have another fuel pump. I think I'm gonna wait till in the morning maybe to do that, because it's already starting to get dark. But I don't know. I'm probably just gonna rewire everything. I'm gonna get brand new wiring to the fuel pump relay from the computer and from key power. Because also for some reason, the key power going to the fuel pump relay is only 7 volts. But I jumped it straight off from the fuse panel also. Got 12 volts going to it, but I'm still not getting computer ground. The case of the computer is grounded. I'm getting ground out of the right pin. Just somewhere along the way from the computer to the fuel pump relay is either cut or broken or something. So that's where I'm at right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this new fuel pump in, and then just add 12 volts straight to it and see if it comes on. And as long as it comes on, then we'll rewire that relay in. It should be good to go. I spun it over just to see how it sounded again after I got power going to the computer and everything and spark. And the fuel that was in the fuel rails tried to fire off. It did pop once, but it kept kicking back on me. They had the distributor tooth off. I've got the timing close now. It's not kicking back anymore, but hopefully we'll get a first start tomorrow. And as far as I know, it's the first start in 18 years. It's gonna be pretty interesting, and I'll definitely film that. Whenever I get the fuel pump turned on, I'll turn the camera on before I try to crank it, so that way we can see what the first initial start sounds like. So y'all have a good one. I'll update y'all here in a little while. All right, guys, so it's gonna rain tomorrow, so I decided to go ahead and start doing the fuel pump. I got one line cut here, started on this other line over here, but my compressor ain't big enough. I don't know if you can hear it right, but I get about a half a line done and I lose all my air pressure and gotta wait for the compressor to build back up. So that's what I'm waiting on right now. Got an orange mustache, drinking orange juice. That's pretty funny. See the problems I'm having here? Not enough compressor. We almost there. We got 2 lines cut now. I'm just gonna cut this one back here and then I'm gonna bend it up. Not gonna cut this one over here. Alright guys, new update. I've put the new fuel pump in. So, all to hell, check this out. I don't know if you can see it, hang on. Got a big old cut right there. I cut this hand all up. That's all due to my nice little cutting I did back here. I still don't have fuel when I turn the key on, but you can see the fuel pressure gauge here. I've got fuel pressure whenever I got the key on and I add ground to the fuel pump relay. I add my own ground. Hang on. It's hard to do with one hand while filming. I'm gonna clean the car out tomorrow. I know it's a wreck right now, but hang on just a second, guys. So, see if we can keep you on that fuel pressure gauge right there. All right, so see, we got fuel pressure. I'm gonna go ahead and spin it over. I'm not gonna leave the fuel pump hooked up. We're gonna spin it over and see what happens. She's alive. Alright guys, well, I gotta button up a lot of stuff before I can go any farther. I have no radiator, no belt, but she lives. What do y'all think about that upgrade? Went from stock 1-core with a fan clutch to 3-core all aluminum electric fan. And I got this new water neck right here with the electric fan controller in there. It's supposed to turn on at 185 and turn off at 175. We'll see how that works out. I got the fuel. I still got to reinstall the battery box because I had to do the fuel pump. See, and then we'll hook the battery back up. I've actually fuel pump relay just ran to a toggle, so that toggle right there is going to turn the fuel pump on. All it does is add a ground to the relay because for some reason there's a wire broke between the computer and the fuel pump relay, and the computer's not sending the ground signal out to turn the fuel pump relay on, which I'm using my wire harness and my computer and everything out of my old car, so I know all that was good. I'm even using the same relay, but somewhere under the seat, I guess the wires broke or cut, or the guys before me rewired it some kind of messed up. Which there was so much messed up wiring on this car. Anyway, I wouldn't doubt it if they had it all screwed up, but I just had it jumped off the other night whenever I did the first start, and I just primed it for a second, took the jumper wire off, and then cranked it up. And that's why it only ran for about 10 seconds. But today, I gotta go get a thermostat because this car didn't even come with a thermostat, and I'm not taking the one out of my car just because I don't feel like it. Then I just gotta put antifreeze in it. I still gotta figure out how I'm gonna mount the alternator. This power steering pump bracket right here is different than the one on my car. I'm removing this giant freaking ground too. I don't need it. I ran a different body ground. That's what they had on here. I'm probably gonna leave this white wire. I might just move it as an engine ground. But I've already got a good engine ground on the back going to the head, and the ground coming out of my wire harness going to the intake manifold. And then I made a new body ground in the back where the battery's at. So, I think I'm pretty good on all my grounding. But, I ordered a wastegate, so check this out. See that giant V-band right there on the bottom of this pipe for the wastegate? Well, it's welded on backwards, if you can see that. So I can't even hook the wastegate that I got up to it, and that V-band's too big. So I'm gonna have to go get that cut off and get that band that came with the wastegate welded up. And that's gonna be really hard to do because the guy's not open on weekends, and today's my only day off, and I have to drive the car down there because I'm not taking this damn header off. So it might be a week or so before I can even get that to him. I don't know, we'll see. But everything's starting to come together. I still got to do all my charge piping, which this is where the alternator originally goes. And right now, see, I can't clock the turbo any more than that because it's hitting the oil drain line. But I'm thinking if I just take this off, take the housing off, turn it past the oil drain line, and then cut out all this front inner fender right here, maybe I can mount the stock alternator right back up here where it's supposed to go. I mean, it looks like everything will clear, and my piping goes through there anyway. Well, actually it went down to the intercooler and then come up through here and then to the throttle body. But I'm thinking if I cut something out down here, I can just go under there and U it back up after I put my master. I don't know, it's gonna take some figuring out, but I may have to buy one of those little eBay piping kits to finish it. But that's just an update for now, and I'll probably be posting this video tonight after I crank it up one more time and get it running for a little bit better. I don't know if anybody noticed in that dark video, but it didn't show any oil pressure, and that is because the oil pressure sender that I have on this car compared to the one this little eyelet does not fit. I don't know if they make little adapters that you can just screw on the end of it, or if I need to bring my oil pressure sender unit over to this one. But either way, we'll figure that out. I'm gonna definitely have it hooked up before I crank it back up so I can see what the oil pressure is. I still gotta set the timing because I had to move the distributor a tooth. I've got to button up all the, so I got vacuum leaks there, vacuum leaks here. I think there's still one on the back of the intake, which I'm just gonna run that to my boost gauge. And got the throttle hooked up. It's already got an EGR delete right here. I just gotta clean some of this wiring back up. I got it mounted to the intake right here. I just gotta clean some of that up a little bit. I removed all these sensors down here on my car. I'm probably gonna do the same thing and put my oil catch can right there. What else? Here's all the alternator plugs here, which go to there. So I just gotta get them off this exhaust over here. May need to lengthen some wires. I don't know, we'll figure that out too. But hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving. Today's Black Friday, so yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I gotta go to O'Reilly's, and then I'm going to eat dinner with some family, lunch with some family, but I'm not going shopping today. Check that out. Got the alternator hooked back up. Went and got a new belt. It's a little bit on the tight side, but it'll loosen up and be all right. I gotta still rob the thermostat out of my other car and the mass airflow sensor, and then we're ready to fire it back up. Oh, I still gotta put the upper radiator hose on. I got the bottom one connected. Gotta do the upper radiator hose, still fill it up with coolant down there, but we're getting close. All right, guys, here we go. pressure. But that's not true. It's just the sender, I'm pretty sure. Wow, that sounds pretty amazing if you ask me. I'm loving it. The reason it's so loud is skate down there right now. I got to bring it to the exhaust shop to get that welded on because I don't have a weld machine at the moment. I can weld, just don't have the capabilities of doing it. So my kids are outside run again, so we're just gonna crank it up just for a second. Well, at least the alternator's charging. I gotta get the oil pressure fixed, so I hate that. And I hate not being able to see it. Alright guys, well I'm going to go ahead and get this video posted because that's the first real start in 18 years that I know of. And I still got a few vacuum leaks I haven't buttoned up yet. I got to get the upper radiator hose on, get antifreeze in it. I got to figure out how I'm going to do my piping to the turbo. I do have an exhaust pipe, down pipe for the exhaust that I got to install still, but it, like some idiot started to cut the V-band off, which didn't need to be cut off. So it's going to have a major exhaust leak there anyway. So I got to get that welded up. I got to get the wastegate V-band, this one cut off, and the one that came with my wastegate welded on. I've got a brand new set of NGK spark plugs I'm going to put in. I've got to wire up the electric fan. I fixed the thermostat housing at work today. I still got to get all that buttoned up. But if I could figure out a way just to get my mass airflow in a little bit different spot, we're going for a test drive later, and I will video that. But that's going to end it for this video. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys are enjoying the content that I got going on here. There's a lot more to come. Should be bringing it to the track here in a couple weeks after I get everything buttoned up. But like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks guys.